Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I will be giving you a brief overview on machine learning. We're going back to my foodie duty here, and today I'm going to give you EP1 of machine learning, and I will give you a you know what, it's a perfect time to use this one. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to give you a brief overview on machine learning, and let's start. Okay, there we go. So what is the meaning of machine learning, or how is it, what is the, what does machine learning mean? Machine learning is basically a type of artificial intelligence, and it is used mainly to predict outcomes of certain situations, and it is used for like stocks or recommendation systems, and I'll show you some examples later in the video. So basically, machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence, and it is used to predict outcomes. Now, let me show you some examples of machine learning, or basically what can machine learning do. So, take the GPS for example. The GPS, sometimes when you're like driving in the road and then you are going around the city, sometimes there is red and orange lines appearing in the road. This is traffic jam. It will show you how bad the traffic is. So orange is like okay traffic, and green not okay but like pretty bad traffic, but not, it's like bad traffic. Yellow is mild traffic, and then red is just horrible. You're stuck there for an hour traffic, and green is just you can like go around leisurely as normal. Not too much traffic. So yeah, GPS uses machine learning to build a map that has traffic jams depending on how fast the cars are going. So that's what creates these red and orange markers. And in here, we are going to look at some recommendation systems. So such as YouTube, right? YouTube, when you watch a video, it will come up like recommended. And the way they do this is they use machine learning to study the patterns of your video viewing. And they will just look for a video that might suit you, and it will just recommend it for you through machine learning. The machine learning will just grab all the videos that you watch and then try to find a good one that suits you. And yeah, that is for the recommendation system. And then let's move on to the process of machine learning. So there's 5 steps. Well, obviously there's more if you go into detail, but 5 overall steps. There is get the data, and then second one is to clean and prepare the data, or just cleaning the data set. And the third one is to train your model, obviously with the data set. And finally, it's to test the data or test the model you have. And after that, it's just to deploy it on the web. Let me give you an example with Foodie Duty. So for get data, for Foodie Duty, since it's about Thai food, I had to get the data from Google, Bing, and YouTube. And once I got all of that, I had to clean it. And cleaning process, usually some people would just leave it or like do a brief clean, just like sweep through the files. But I wanted a really clean data set, so I just manually did every single one. So I looked at every single photo, and if it passed, then it went on. But if it didn't, it gets deleted. And obviously, as I said earlier, there are more steps, such as to once you deleted them, you have to find more images to replace it, and so on. But we're not going to be looking at that today. So this is just to clean the data and get rid of like the unnecessary or unusable images. And the third one is to train the model, which is fairly simple. I just got like, I modified the code from there's a cookie. This is a long time ago. There was a cookie page by P June, and basically I got the code and modified it a little bit and fit Foodie Duty. I also got some from Fast AI, so that's the code I got, and I just trained my model with ResNet 34 9 times, and the error rate was pretty good from then. And after that, I decided to test my model with my test set I already prepared. Again, if you don't know, if you once you gather the data set, you divide into 3 parts: train, test, and valid. Train has the most of it, 80%, and then test and valid has 10%. So I tested my model with the test set, and then after that, I deployed it. I decided to deploy it on Heroku and Streamlit because originally I was planning to do it in my binder, But my binder was easy, however, it was really slow, so I decided to take the fast route because I lived life in the fast lane, you know? Um, yeah, so I live life in the fast lane, right? Okay, sorry. I'm trying to find a place to put one of my sound effect soundboards thing in. So I created a new one today, soundboard. So I'm trying to find a joke to put it in. Yeah, so I'm gonna create a joke right now. I live life in the fast lane. Yeah, Bun Bun with Thug Life and Obey Hat. Okay, so I just want to see that again. Yeah, there we go. It's a head of Bun Bun with Thug Life and Obey Hat. So it's pretty cool. I like it a lot. And the way it just comes up and then goes back like do 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 and then comes back down. I really like it. So yeah, that's just I wanted to make a joke to put that in. But anyways, let's move back. So I decided to deploy it with Heroku and Streamlit because it was fast. However, the deployment process was a bit harder. So yeah, let's move on to the three types of machine learning. So there is supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. And let's take a look at all of them. So let's look at supervised learning. Supervised learning is for humans. Like we have a teacher and there's a student, and then the teacher will tell the student what is correct and what is not correct, what to do and what not to do, and the student will learn from the teacher about the things they need to know. And yeah, that is supervised learning. The student is just replaced with the model, and then there's a person guiding the model what is correct and not. And now let's move on to unsupervised learning. Unsupervised learning is to just let the model go by itself and learn by itself and see if it's like good or bad. If it's good, then it will adapt it, and if it's bad, then it will not. And nobody touches it at all. It just learns by itself, and it will get more accurate and more accurate through experience. So this is also a good way, but it's kind of tough because if you don't design the code goodly, then the machine or the model might not work. Let's move on to the next one, which is reinforcement learning. Reinforcement learning is like training a dog. Pretend like a dog does something good, like does a trick. You give it a treat, right? So then the dog knows that if they do this more and more, they get more treats, right? So they will just keep on doing this action, such like machine learning. If the model does something good and it gets a big reward, then it will keep on doing it. However, if it doesn't get a big reward or negative reward, then it will not do it anymore, and it will try to do something else to get a bigger sum of reward. Kind of like a dog. What will the dog do? And anyways, that is today's video. This is just EP1 of machine learning, and I hope you enjoyed it. It's just a quick little slide. And yeah, see you in the next video. Bye!